Top of the afternoon. I'm doing this video basically to educate. That's it. Because it's a lot of ignorance coming from all sides, but specifically from a lot of Africans who are mad because I've posted a few videos basically trying to hold Africa accountable, for what's going on with black people globally. First of all, if Africa is supposed to be the motherland, right? That means most of us, even though we've been here 400 years, our ancestors came from there. So our ancestors were deprived of the African experience because Africa allowed them to be captured and illegally kidnapped and brought to the West for slavery. That's one. Second, a lot of African people are coming to my page saying that Africa was in no position to help black people who were illegally captured by these fucking Neanderthals and brought to the West for slavery. Well, I'm going to correct you on that. The country with the most limited resources in the world at the time, Haiti. You understand? In addition, since you saying that because we didn't have a communication line, right? Or we didn't know what was going on in Haiti, Ethiopia helped finance the Haitian Revolution. And Haiti turned around and returned the favor when the Italians, invaded Ethiopia. So there was always communication. This is why I need y'all to read, A Time for Revenge, The Black Revolution, Part 1 and Part 2. Now, I'm not attacking Africa. I'm a proud African. I wasn't born on a continent, but I know my bloodline came from that continent. This is my bloodline. All of it. You understand what I'm saying? So when you're talking about, Africa is not responsible for anything, black folks in the West, America, Brazil, South America, you name it, right? We don't have an oasis. We don't have a place of peace. We don't have anything, any place that we can run to if we decided we're tired of these motherfucking colonizers, And Africa's not doing a great job establishing, a home for black people. You see, China and India, they never forgot what white people did to them during colonization. And you know what happened? They built themselves as superpowers so that white people, especially pieces of shit like Trump, can never, ever again say anything about China or attack China without fucking feeling the repercussions from China. What is Africa going to do? We're not saying we're coming to rescue Africa because a lot of y'all are saying, well, Africa don't need you. Listen, I've been to Africa. Y'all need people. You understand? Because Africa should have united a long time ago. But Africans can't unite because you have too many fucking, puppets, too many coons, too many sellouts, too many Sambos. Right now, you have Rudo talking about he supports Israel. He would send troops to help Israel fight against Iran. The chief of military in Uganda is saying the same stupid shit. And right now, both Uganda and Kenya have Israeli settlements in their backyards, They're giving the Israelis access. In addition, the president of Ghana just signed a security deal with the European Union. The people who want to assassinate, Ibrahim Traore. President Ibrahim Traore has had over 30 assassination attempts on his life. Most of them came from the French. He has been fighting to kick out these fucking colonizers while this piece of shit in Ghana is signing deals with them. You understand? So it is the responsibility of the young Africans, the people of Africa, to overthrow these bastards. You understand what I'm saying? It is not our responsibility in the West. Haiti has done its job in the West. Haiti had very limited resources. Just like that's the excuse a lot of y'all are using. Oh, well, we didn't have the resources in Africa to come to the West to help. Listen, no country had less resource than Haiti, You're talking about maybe 500,000 slaves, right? They banded together. They stood together and fought the French, the British, and the Spanish to free themselves. And after they free themselves, right, they started making deals for black people. Haiti was sending troops to Mexico, to fight, to help fight for their independence against the Spaniards. In the conditions, if black people, African Americans from America, runaway slaves, went to Mexico, they are to be protected. They are not to be returned back to America. That was the deal. Haitians in 1771, way before they freed themselves, were fighting for America against the British to free them. Why? Because of black people, because white people in this country had told black people they were not fit for their military. You understand what I'm saying? You can go to Savannah and look at the statue, you know, the Battle of Savannah. You see the Haitian statue. Learn the fucking history. This is why I write, again, A Time for Revenge, the Black Revolution Part 1 and 2. All right? I want y'all to understand something. These people want to make you feel like you're less than, and they want to erase the accomplishment of everybody, especially now with Trump in office, right? When during World War II, right, the Tuskegee Airmen, they consisted of people from Haiti, Trinidad, Dominican Republic, Cuba, all came together to help black people, the black men here, fight, you know, for these fucking racists, you know, against Germany. And that's our problem. We keep fighting for these motherfuckers. We're not fighting enough for ourselves. You know, me, I'm not for the excuses, okay? Whatever resource, whatever disconnection you think we may have, we need to work on that shit. I have been to Africa. Every country that I have been to in Africa, they have never heard of the Haitian Revolution. Most of them don't even know that they have a fucking, you know, slave dungeon in their backyard because your country is not teaching you about that history. So you stay ignorant. Every time you see white people, you get elated. Why? Because you think they're good people. No, learn their fucking history, okay? This is why I'm making this video, because I'm tired of addressing something that we all should know. I'm not just, you know, I'm not talking about just Africans. I'm talking about people here, even Haitians themselves. They don't even know their own fucking history. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of them just talk about the Haitian Revolution, but they don't know the extent of it. They don't know that, you know, Haiti was the one that pretty much financed the liberation of South America. You know, Simon Bolivar, even though, you know, the Haitian heroes are not getting the credit, he was basically giving soldiers money and everything to go free South America. And in the process, the condition was always make sure there's no more slavery in Panama, Bolivia, Venezuela, you name the country. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all need to fucking know that it is a connection. Africa can't keep making excuses. Oh, we didn't have the resources. We didn't do this. No, they took your children. Y'all said, fuck it. You know, let them go and build themselves, you know, however, or free themselves however they could. And guess what? Black people did in the West, you know, whether it's Haiti, Jamaica, you know, America, Brazil, every black person, you know, every group that came from Africa, our ancestors, we created our own culture in the West. You understand what I'm saying? So don't for 1 minute think that we need Africa. No, we want Africa to be better. We would love for Africa to be stronger so that the respect, everything that we keep fighting for in the West, you know, is not just, you know, in vain, put it that way. But y'all don't want to talk about, you know, uniting with us. And even people over here, they don't want to unite with anybody. Everybody want to have their own little subgroups, you know, as if we can survive. Africa is on the brink of being recolonized by these motherfuckers again. If y'all don't stand together, if y'all don't remove these fucking sellouts from, you know, from the powerful positions that you hold them in, because most of them are placed there by the West. That's why the West continue to have access to your resources, your people. You know, they can do whatever the fuck they want with you. They can arm the gangs. They can overthrow governments. And Trump himself has said to basically the whole Caribbean and South America, y'all can't do shit without the U.S. approving it. You understand? That's like saying, y'all my motherfucking plantations. Y'all my slaves. That's how they're talking. And that piece of shit, that idiot Pete Hegseth, just the other day, he stopped 4 people, 2 black people and 2 women, from basically gaining something they work hard for, a promotion they spent their entire lives working for. He stopped it, you know, because he never reached that position. He was never a general because he's a fucking inferior, mediocre piece of shit. So now he wants to stop everybody else. They want to erase black accomplishments in the West. So I need Africa to be built stronger than China. I need Africa to have a military that everybody has to think twice before fucking with black people anywhere in the world. But y'all not working on that. Y'all want to get into y'all feelings whenever I'm bringing up shit that should make sense to y'all. You understand? Haiti was one of the mightiest fucking countries in the world. But guess what? They stood alone. That was the problem. They stood alone. It's 54 countries in Africa. Okay, it's over 1 billion people in Africa. When Haiti fought for independence, it was barely 500,000 black people. You know, they came from everywhere. Henri Christophe, I know y'all don't know this, but he wasn't from Haiti. He was born in fucking Grenada. Most of the fighters in the Haitian Revolution, most of them weren't born in Haiti. Dirty Bookman was from Senegal, you know, by way of Jamaica. But y'all ain't reading enough. Y'all not understanding the fucking history because you're stuck on white fucking history. Start reading about your own people. Start connecting the dots. Start understanding what we need to do for us to become powerful as a group, man. I don't want to do this fucking division bullshit. You know, I'm not into this FBA, Caribbean, African shit. Now we're all fucking black and we all need to stand together because these motherfuckers, you see what Trump is doing, right? When he went to Iran, he was confident, he was fucking cocky, right? Because he thought his piece of shit European colonizers were gonna stand with them. That's how they were able to colonize us. That's how they were able to enslave us, because they always come together to do it. But Iran said, fuck that. We're not afraid of you. When are black people gonna stand together and say, man, fuck these people? We gotta stand up and fight back. That's what I want y'all to do, but I want us to do it on all fronts because guess what? There are more black people in every corner of the world than any other fucking group. I'm talking Brazil, America, the Caribbean, South America, you name it. We're everywhere. So if we stand together, if we build ourselves, nobody will be able to fuck with us. Y'all have a good one. Make sure you pick up A Time for Revenge, Part 1 and Part 2, The Black Revolution.